Hey, welcome back to Styrene Relics. Um, got a bunch of stuff going on this morning, and I hope I can get this everything done. So, I want to show you guys what I picked up at Detroit area auto modelers. This is going to be for the next show coming up, and if you guys can make it, man, do so. It was a blast. First off, I want to say thanks to all the guys that showed up down there. I'm not going to start mentioning names because I'm going to miss a bunch of people. And there was folks there I didn't even know was there, and I apologize I didn't meet up with you. But yeah, it was a blast. I rode down with Phil over at Horton's Hot Rod Shop, and I got to meet Tim from Throttle Power. Man, that guy is everywhere, and it's crazy what he does. It's really cool. I mean, I asked him. I said, "Man, are you videotaping this and then posting them later?" Because he said, "No." I said, "Man, you're driving everywhere. That's just crazy." And I love it that he does that because, man, he does some really cool stuff. So if you haven't been over there, get over there, man. Check him out. I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen him. Let me show you what I ended up getting at the show this year. We're gonna start out with some of the little stuff. Back up the camera a little. I bought a pack of Pegasus 15-inch with the little white walls. Those look pretty cool on some 60 customs, early or late 60s, some early 70s stuff. So I wanted to do that. I picked up two Carson tops for 49 Mercs. These were R&R Vacuum. The guy was, they used to be here in town, and they've closed up shop. They used to do some incredible work. So I was real happy to get these are vacuum formed jobs. One of them has the ribs on top and the other one's smooth. So $250 a piece. The guy just was unloading them. And I grabbed a couple more distributors. Actually, I got yet another one somewhere. I can't find it right now. And I picked up another one of these little bodies. That's same bodies on here, on that little magazine. And I showed you guys a while back this little Bantam body that I bought. Tried, restored it, cleaned it up, saved it. This one I got off of eBay. It's the same body, only this one here is an original. He's filled in the cutout for the wheel well, and I always thought, man, it'd be really cool if I found another Bantam body, and I'd try to do this similar, the same thing. I want to do something a little bit on my own, so yeah, this is going to be really cool. So real happy to get that. I asked the guy what he wanted for it, and he said because it has this, let's see if I get in here, this little warp right in here, right in the front. You see that line? He said, "Give me $1 for it." I said, "What? Yeah, I could do that." So I got a buck into that little body. So I'm real happy to run across that. Another really cool find I ended up getting. I got a little gasser here. It's missing the engine. I think I've got one front tire, so it's missing a tire. $5. I mean, there's enough there to clean it up and get things rolling again. So yeah, nice little gasser. So you can't go wrong with $5, and the paint is even not bad. I'll decide what I want to do with that later on. But yeah, real happy to get that. Great score for $5. Let's see what else I got rolling on. This was really cool. This was right at the end of the day. I'm walking out, and this bag here, there's no price on it, nothing. And this is one of those AMT Bobcat Pinto kits. It's got the crazy, let me just pull the body out and show you. It's got that crazy, really hard pointed side. You could swap out the front ends on it, put a Bobcat front end on it, or put the Pinto on it. And it's got the bump ups for the tires and that. And it's a funny car. It was a no-name type funny. It was just generic, very generic. But everything's in here except for the tires. And I've got all the glass and all that. And I thought, man, that was really cool. Actually, there was 2 of these. He had this one, and he had another one that was brush painted. And it's been soaking in some Awesome. And my Awesome is about awesomed out. I'm going to have to get some purple cleaner and give that a shot. But yeah, I got 2 of these. And I asked the gal, I said, well, what do you got to have for it? And she said she didn't know. Well, they checked on it, and turns out $15 for both of those. So, yeah. And all it's missing on this one is the tires, and the other one is complete. There's some broken stuff on the other one, but I can get that fixed. That's not going to be a problem at all for me. I got lots of parts kicking around. I'm going to save that. And I grabbed me one of these. Yeah, full price, but I've been wanting the super singles. This is down the road build, quite a ways down the road, but you know how it is. You keep picking something up and keep putting it down because it's so far out in the future that you're going to build it. Sooner or later, you're never going to find what you want. So I figured better just get it while the getting's good. Phil over Horton's Hot Rod Shop gifted me this. Well, sort of. I'm gonna have to pay him because I don't want to just take it from him. I'll do some swapping or something. I kept telling him I needed another 34/5 window, and he come in with this one still sealed up. So thank you, Phil. That's a big help. I mean, I really do appreciate that. I'll square up with you. Oh, there's one thing I did forget. Those Carson tops. I'm pretty sure that I can get one to work on this. At the end of the day, like say Dean was having his half off. He was selling everything. Anything on the tables was half off. And the guy across the aisle from him, I walked up there and he says, anything on the table is $10. So I got this. It's all there, $10. Well, everything that I need is there, $10. I mean, it's not been painted or nothing. A lot of it's still in the bags. So I was real happy with that. So I told you guys earlier I was going in for 2 kits, and here I am. I've already showed you 2. I was only going down there for 2 kits and some parts. Well, this is one of the kits that I was going after. I've got a Henry J already. It's one of the very early ones. I really didn't want to build it because it's got some really cool. It's got that metal flake in the plastic. And it's a red color, and I really dig it. And I just kind of want to build it, but I don't right away. So I thought maybe I'd get another kit. And the other reason I wanted to is because I want to do something special with Henry J. So I ended up getting this one. So that was going to be a builder. And then the other one was, I finally ended up with one. Man, I can breathe now. I'm so happy to get one of these. I should have bought 2, but now I have one. So yeah, I can rest easy now. This has been high on my list to get. I did end up with an original body, and one of the guys that sold me this, he was telling me that the difference is from the original and this one is the script Chevrolet here and on the rear quarters, and I think the deck lid is missing. Just the script work is missing. So I can live with that. That is not a problem. Even if I wanted to, I could even use my original body on this, and I'd have everything. So we're good there. I'm real stoked about that. Let me set this down. And on my way around, I saw this one. I've been after one. I haven't gotten around to messing with it, but I did buy it. And then while I was right there, I got a set of slick decals for it and another distributor. So yeah, we're good there. That's going to come down the road a little bit. And I'm in the back, and this guy's got this one. It's all there. The box is really bad, and he had $15 on it, and I asked him, I said, you take $10? He said, sure. So I got 2 Henry J's. So actually now I have 3, but now I can do what I want to do, and so it'll be a little bit different from everybody else's build, I think. So, and don't worry, the fenders and everything, what I'm wanting to do is no problem. Yeah, you guys could do it in your sleep. So Phil, we're walking around, and he's walking around with this in his hands. I'm like, dude, are you serious? That was one of the things that I was looking for down there, and I never saw it. And he said, yeah, he says, I got it. And that was one of those deals where Dean had it, and it was 10% or 50% off. And I asked Phil, I said, are you really wanting it? And he says, I was getting it if you weren't gonna. And I said, man, that completes the ones I've been after, the pro mods I've been after. So now I've got them all, and I'm just really stoked. And thanks, Phil, for looking out for me again. So really cool. I'm really, really happy with that. Got a couple little things here. You guys know I cannot go down there without buying a builder to restore. And so I come across this. It's a 49 Ford. Somebody made a ute out of it, and this is going to be pretty cool. Now, all the white pinstriping that you see is actually a tape. Most of it's there. Some of it on the door here on the sedan door is missing, so I may have to paint that in. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it just yet. I may just leave it. Might just try and clean it up. I may do something in here a little bit because it looks like the paint has come off. I would say that he left it that way purposely, but it's been flaking. You can see it's been flaking on the top. So it looks like he wanted a white or firewall and then changed it up. So I got most of the parts for this. The problem is I only have the 2 tires. So I got to come up with a set of tires. One of the other cool things that he did here was he's got the drag plate actually functional. He's got it so that it'll move, which was really cool, I thought. So I want to definitely repair the drag plate. Love these taillights he's put in it. I'm not sure what those are from, but really, really neat. The front end, is pretty cool. Now, it is missing the hood, so I'm going to have to come up with a hood, which is not a problem. I think I've got an extra kicking around. It's just matching the paint. I'm not sure. Since the tonneau cover is black, maybe I could put a black hood on it. I'm not sure just yet. But here's something really neat, guys. You're dealing with old builds when you go to take it apart and you see balsa wood. Let me see. There we go. Balsa wood to hold that in place. That is cool, man. That is really cool. So I'm going to clean this up. I don't think I can tighten up the corduroy, but yeah, it's on balsa wood. So I'm real happy with that. The interior has got some fuzzy material in on it, and it's in bad shape. Very dusty and very brittle, and it just crumbles in your hand. So I may change it out. I'm not sure, but it can't stay the way it is because it just crumbles. So that's going to have to get changed up. Here's one here that I'm really stoked about, and this come in the box. This is another Survivor build I'm going to try and restore. I thought of Papa Rob's just as soon as I saw this. Let me put this on the box here and give you an idea of what's going on. Now this has definitely been dropped. It's in tough shape. So, but this gives you an idea. Let me do this. That's pretty cool. The body is not, it's not setting right just yet because, like I say, it's been dropped. The radiator's been pushed back. It's missing this rod on this side. The front axle's been broke off. I have the front axle. I think it's got those old spoke wheels in the back, and one of the wheels is completely crushed and all the spokes are missing. But I've got those wheels, so that's no problem to get. Here's my problem, and this is a big one. It's only got one skirt, and the other skirt's missing. So I'm thinking, since you can only see one side of the car at a time, and it's not really white, it's kind of a cream looking color. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and put the skirt on. This side, it's loose. It's not on. It's just sitting there. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and put the skirt on and then, leave the other side alone. Here's another cool feature on this car. He's actually put aluminum on the top, and it's in really good shape, except there's one. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, there's one scratch on the top of it, but I'll live with that. It's a survivor, So, yeah, real happy with finding this one. So that's it, guys. I think I don't. That's it. I don't have anything else. So yeah, this has gone a little bit longer than I wanted, but man, I had a blast. I love meeting up with all you guys. Tim over at Throttle Power especially. That was really cool. So happy he made it up there, so because that's a long hike for him. Yeah, so anyways, appreciate you guys swinging by, and I've got some work to do. I'm still working on that Boss Nova. I decided to go ahead and put some more putty on the roof line, and it's coming along a little better than I thought. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, talk at you later. I've got to get ready for work here in a little bit, so have a good one. Be safe.